What is up, planet? It is the Priest, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. In today's pick a card reading, I'm going to be looking at who you're becoming, what to expect in love, and then overall energy for the month of September 2020. So I'm basically going to be predicting what I'm seeing and what to expect energetically for the month of September. Now, if you guys do not follow me already on Instagram, please do at the Tarot Priest, where I'm way more interactive on there, way more insights pertaining to what's going on in the world and my personal opinion about some of these things. So what I'm feeling very heavily for the rest of 2020 is that where we are energetically, even going into the month of September, we're coming to the realization of understanding that the storm is not over. There's still more. And so even when I was shuffling these decks, I was feeling a lot of tension, a lot of impatience, and a lot of just wanting to know what's going to unfold. So I'm really excited to see what is going to be for the month of September 2020. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, shout out to all of you new subscribers. Welcome to the Tarot Tribe, where we embrace love, happiness, freedom, and truth. I've been working on so many different projects, and I'm really excited to announce that the enrollment for the Tarot online course will be Labor Day. So if you are interested in enrolling into the tarot course that I have worked so diligently on creating over the past year, I'm going to be announcing some more announcements on my Instagram page. Obviously, follow me there to get updates, but also the tarotpriest.com has all of the information about the course, booking a life coaching session, booking a coaching session, learning about the book that I wrote, The 13 Slaves of the New Era, or anything else that I have going on. You can always check the description box or my website, thetarotpriest.com. All right, now before we get into today's reading, shout out to all of the Virgos. Happy birthday, Virgo. And I'm picking up a lot of Virgo vibes for this reading. So I am really excited to get your guys' birthday message to you. Let's hop into today's reading. We have 4 different decks that you can choose from. Deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3, and deck number 4. Remember that the question that you're asking is, what can I expect for the month of September 2020? All right, let's hop into today's reading. All right, if you guys chose deck number 1, this is your reading in what to expect for the month of September 2020. We have the 5 of Wands peeking through. So there is going to be a little bit of conflict. And you guys know I'm going to keep it 100% real with you on what I'm seeing. I see the Tower card in reverse, though. It's not too dramatic of a conflict in September. What can you expect? More balance. So if you guys are seeing 11 or 1-1, this comes as a reminder to make sure that you're balanced spiritually and also mentally balanced and accelerated motion. So September has very interesting vibes for you, deck number 1, because I'm seeing that there's conflict, but I'm feeling like the conflict is being created to kind of get that fire underneath you lit so that you can accelerate forward into something that you've been wanting. So what you're going to experience is some of you through dreams, I'm seeing for September, or some of you are just being reignited with some dreams that you've had from childhood in September. So there's a lot going on. There's conflict at the lower level. So whether you're at work, whether this is in family, friendships, this is usually competition. So I am picking up a lot of work and career vibes for some of you guys, but I'm just seeing conflict in general with people. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. So we have 2 5s. The 5s always represent adversary. So this usually means challenges. But what I'm seeing is it's a challenge to push you forward into something that you've been wanting. Yeah, happiness, the Sun card. So everything that happens in September, don't freak out. Just understand that there is a balance that's necessary that I feel like is going to be created through conflict. The things that need to be shed is going to come through a sense of conflict. But remember where you're going, even with the King of Swords. Stay focused on your vision and where you are headed. Some of you are learning in September that it's like solo September, single September, not just in relationships, but just with your friendships and a lot of the things that you have going on. It's like you really need some alone time to kind of figure out and get the right clarity and insight that you need for September. But again, I just want to keep mentioning that the Sun card is here. This is a very happy card. This is the happiest card in the deck, actually. Even when you see the card, it's very bright, it feels very warm. So remember what you're going towards, even when you feel like you're at a halt in September. Justice. So we have Libra energy, again, 11. So a lot of the things that are knocking you down or feel like they're knocking you over, or to get you to a place of balance. Okay, 3 of Swords, but there is some heartbreak happening here. And I'm feeling that energetically, a man holding a coin. So that is good. The Garden and the Gate. And community. And who you're becoming is patient, the heron. This is a swan or a type of bird. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. So there is going to be conflict. I am seeing that there is going to be some things revealed, as it has been all year round. I'm also feeling like you're being called to step up, and I say this a lot, but into training. So a lot of the solutions that you're seeking in September, understand they're going to come from a place internally. They're not going to come from an external factor. This is going to come from a feeling of knowing that there's something more for you. So it says, take the time alone to find balance. So we've already had taking the time alone to find balance, but now also what it's saying is to be renewed. Self-confidence towards your purpose. Patience will bring you great rewards. Okay. All right. So let's get some clarity on what's happening here in the month of September, because again, let's clear up what this adversary is. Why is the 5 of Wands and Swords here for September? Conflict also with your financial situation. Okay, the 4 of Swords or the 4 of Coins in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually good that it is in reverse, but the problem that I'm getting is that you're not seeing the bigger picture yet in September financially, where your financial status is going. Because I'm seeing that there is conflict. Some of you guys are experiencing some conflict in a lot of areas in your life. But what I'm hearing is Spirit saying to remember to be patient throughout the month of September. It feels very long. September to me feels very long. Okay, but I do see an opportunity coming in. So let's see what this coin is. 6 of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Cups. So it seems like someone's going to be offering you some type of help in the month of September. So this is really weird, this message that I'm getting. Really quick sidetrack. If you guys are a parent or something and you guys are seeking help from the other person, I'm feeling like September is starting to plant the seeds for that to come together. Some of you, now back to you guys, some of you guys are experiencing or have been experiencing a lot of disconnect from your families. And September, again, you guys are learning not to prolong the process of doing the things that you love to do. So I do see a lot of picking up the phone, calling that person that you feel like you miss. You know, there is a need for like replenishment that I'm getting for you, deck number 1. And sometimes the replenishment is a little bit of encouragement from your friends, a little bit of encouragement from your family or the family that you're waiting for. So I do see that some of you guys are getting help and some of you guys are getting an offer. Now, one more time for this offer. What is this offer for September? King of Swords. Twice. Somebody seems to be coming back to step up as a parent. That's for some of you guys, okay? A lot of you who are looking towards someone to step up. It could be a father figure, could be a mother figure. I am seeing that this is on their mind in September. They're longing for some type of community or harmony with you. Someone in your family. It's very, very interesting. Lots of people going on in September. A lot of people interjecting. And I feel like that's why they're saying that it's time to take a loan, time to take retreat away from all of this stuff going on. But I am sensing that there is some justice here when you do find the balance. In a sense, balance in your social life and in your personal endeavors. Now, the overall encompassing card that you got for September is the Bright Destiny. So it became a butterfly. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over. So that's who you guys are embodying in the month of September, and understanding that you're still undergoing a process. I know sometimes I'm like, oh guys, you guys are going through a spiritual awakening again. And you're like, when is this going to be over? How many moons do we have to go through? And I'm feeling very strongly that this is a part of your destiny. And right now, all of the things bringing you conflict, even around your financial status of not knowing what your financial plan is in the future. You know, it could be various things, but I'm not seeing that it's something that's the end of the world. It may look like that, but if it feels like that, when I'm telling you deck number one right away, is to make sure when that moment comes, that thought comes, you do not follow it, because it will bring you to a place of disappointment. So I'm feeling like a lot of this heartbreak and conflict is coming from your thoughts, releasing lots of negative thoughts, more positive outlook. Okay, more positive outlook. And so anything that's weighing on you in the month of September, remember also, is to get you to an accelerated motion and a bright destiny. So just when the caterpillar thought that the world was over, it wasn't that the world was over, it was just that it was transforming into the butterfly, what it was always intended to be, who it was always intended to be. So this is also something that you're going to be experiencing in September. Now let me see if this is a love situation for some of you before I move forward. Give me the love for September 2020, their relationship status. What's going on in September 2020 for deck one? Lots of injustice that has been happening this year for you, deck number one. Some of you, it's a lot of you that's getting justice in various ways, okay? Some of you, it is that child support or some type of support coming back. There is justice here. So there is paperwork or something involved that you guys have been looking for. I'm not seeing that it's happening exactly in September, but I'm feeling as though it's in the process of happening, okay? A lot more harmony. So I am seeing that some of you are on and off as far as the love situation. Some of you care about it, some of you don't. But I do see a Knight of Cups. So I do see something coming in that is bringing you some type of happiness, but I'm not feeling like it's a person. For those of you who are single, I don't feel like this is a person coming in September. I feel like this is some type of reunion with someone who either owes you an apology, owes you some type of support. It doesn't matter. Even if it's some friendship support, I'm seeing something come forth for you in September that you were looking for. It's going to give you the justice, the answers, and the balance you need to move forward. So, all right, deck number one, this is your reading. I hope this gave you some insight and some clarity. Just remember that you're becoming the butterfly. It takes time. This is a process. Enjoy the process. Do not force the process. Allow it to happen, but understand that the world is not over. The world is not ending. 1111, I'm seeing that right there on the monitor again. Pay attention to 111111. When that comes up, look it up. Start doing some research into these signs and wonders that your angels are giving you so that you have some support throughout the rest of this year. All right, guys, don't forget to comment down below so I can get some words of encouragement back to you guys. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to deck number two. All right, if you guys chose deck number two, this is your reading and what to expect for the month of September 2020. All right, what to expect for deck number two. Six of Cups, we're going to go Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Triumph, Success. Some of you are weighing in on a decision that needs to be made in September. And it's going to take a lot of courage for you to get there. Portal. Some of you, what I'm hearing is you've been waiting for rewards. You've been waiting for something to come in. But what I'm hearing very strongly is that you've been waiting for yourself to make a very important decision. When you make that decision, the doors will open. Okay? Success is around the corner, but you must make the decision. You must trust and take the leap of faith. I don't know why I'm saying this, but we're going to find out. Envy, 20. So we have the year of 2020. There has been a lot of revealings of people's emotions about how they truly feel about you. Some of you seen things or have feelings or instincts about certain people around you, but you're still kind of weighing in and waiting for the answer. I'm hearing very quickly, if you just go to your dream, and before you get to your dream, ask universe, God, whatever you believe, please show me what I need to see. Yeah, that's a very powerful exercise. So be ready when you do that. King of Wands, Four of Wands. Now, in the month of September, I am seeing a love situation here. I'm seeing that someone is wanting some type of harmony or some type of a mendingship for this person. And we'll get to it. Page of Wands, the Two of Wands. Again, 2 2s on the board financially and energetically, what you want to do. Again, some of you are just waiting to kind of get into your masculine energy in the sense of energetically. So we have the wands, the fire. So this is it doesn't matter what the gender is, but masculine energy is more assertiveness, starting to speak up more. September's lesson and kind of like awareness for you and something to keep in the back of your pocket to remember is speak up. Start speaking up and using your power. Remember that your words are power. They are a form of manifestation. So with the 5th chakra here, you're going to start seeing a lot of the things that you want to say that you just kind of bite your tongue and not say. Remember that you're here to express yourself freely. This is something that you're also learning in September, is that I'm hearing very, very precisely that in September, some of you guys are just trying to keep the peace, but understand that in this sense, sometimes assertiveness is necessary for truth so that you can get down to kind of what needs to go. That's what I'm hearing. Fulfillment of wishes. So you guys are moving in everything that you're going through and everything that you went through this year. And damn, it's been a lot. It is all for the purpose of a new beginning, a new chapter. Okay, we're understanding we can't take old things with us to the new chapter. And I say this a lot, talk about letting go a lot. But it is the things that we must let go is what prevents us from the attainment of our wishes, the fulfillment of our wishes. So that in which we refuse to let go prevents us from attaining our wishes. So it's like we say, oh, I want this to happen, but I'm not willing to let go of this in order for it to happen. And there's just a lot of teaching moments in September. So remember that there is a portal and it's waiting for you. Okay. And all you have to do is make a decision. Okay. Some of you I am seeing, for those of you who resonate with the relationship part, I am seeing that it is a relationship that either has history or has a past life connection for some of you. Okay. In September, this is what they're pertaining it to. Angel of balance. Okay, so the energy in September is based on envy, speaking up, and balance. But we also had one more, and it came out in the reverse, a man holding a heart. So some of you are waiting for someone to make the first move. That's for some of you guys. In September, I am hearing that sometimes you have to be the asserter. For those of you who are single. Now, what are they facing in September? We have Aries energy, we have postponement, and we have the mind. It's the indecisiveness, not knowing what I want to do with my energy, not knowing what I want to do with my time, not knowing what I want to do career-wise, and it's perfectly fine. They're just saying to get out of your mind. That's what the postponement is. So some of you guys in September, you're just like, okay, kind of waiting for something new to come in, kind of getting old. Some of this stuff is kind of getting old here, but that's what I meant by the masculine energy. The Aries is walking up, stepping up in a more assertive way of being a leader and, just speaking your mind and being honest with yourself and making decisions based on what feels right to you. Okay? So a lot of the postponement of the happiness that you're seeking, the fulfillment, some type of creative success, some triumph here, some wishes. Let's see where else you're going. Empathic starseed. So you guys are empaths. A lot of the energy that you're absorbing is not yours, which is what this card says. Absorbing what's not yours. Energetic sovereignty. Sovereignty, again, there's that word. That's what I'm feeling for you, deck number 2. Sovereignty, September. Sovereignty Look that word up, see what it means to you, see how it resonates, but that's who you're becoming. More sovereign in your speech, more sovereign in this is what I want and I'm not taking anything less. Some of you in your career, it's about sovereignty in the sense of being that Aries energy and saying I'm not going to take this job anymore unless I get a promotion or something changes. So a lot of you have a lot of energetic things that you're picking up that are not even yours. Okay, but then also just picking up from a relationship that I'm getting. There's some emotional things happening within a relationship, whether it's on or off, whether you're single and there's still someone in the past and there's a little bit more energy there of hope, of fruition for the future, which is perfectly fine. I'm just seeing there's a lot of reflection in September, specifically over love. Maybe you guys don't even care about anyone in the past and then something comes up and you're like, wow, I really thought I didn't care. That's usually how the universe presents things. But I'm just seeing that what's important and what is important to know in September is to be more assertive, speak up with more things that you want. You'd be surprised at what exactly you're going to get in return. Work, relationship, I'm seeing a lot of that. Sovereignty, but you got to get out of your head. Okay? Now, the Shaman of Skulls, fearless. You guys are becoming fearless in September. And I know I said earlier in the beginning, if you didn't hear me, that the storm is not yet over this year with everything that we're experiencing karma-wise and energetically. So a lot of this postponement that you're feeling is the energy of the people in the world. So specifically, if you chose deck number 2, I'm seeing that spiritual Sundays in September are going to be necessary. Maybe one spiritual bath or something where you can just cleanse yourself. You know, as the water's hitting you, universe, whatever needs to be gone, let it clear, let it wash away. There it goes again, speaking. They're saying, learn to speak. Learn to use that power and authority and sovereignty, okay? That's what's also going to help you become fearless. Now, who are you becoming in September? Love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Some of you in September are realizing that my power comes from my self-worth of understanding that I love you, but this is no longer for me. For some of you guys, okay, in September, I'm seeing those of you who are wrestling with that relationship, you know who you are, but you're being asked to be the bigger person. See the love in the situation. Be grateful for the experiences, whether bad or good, whether it prevents you from things in the future or provokes you to things in the future. Learning to just love the painful wounds that you've experienced with this person. Wash away through the power of love. You guys are learning a lot of love, but also what you're learning for those of you who, don't really relate to the relationship aspect of it. In September, you're still being asked to see the love in all things, including yourself, including the people who may have appeared to be envious, and mostly to yourself. Being gentle with how you talk to yourself is very important. You're learning this in September. So let me just clarify a few more. Anything else that you want deck number 2 to know about September 2020? Anything else you want them to know about September 2020? Deck number 2. Thank you. 2. Man, you guys in these 2, it's actually the same exact card as this, the 2 of Wands. Wands represent energetically, creatively. Okay? So a lot of you are still working to make a decision. Okay? Why is the page here? 2 pages. There's that love, that relationship again, walking away. Some of you may have a child with this person. For some of you, again, I keep picking up on this relationship. Those of you who are single, don't really know about this relationship. 1 second. I just want to make sure that you understand, whoever's in this relationship, your self-worth and being honest with what it is that you truly desire. 1111 or 1144 on the clock, if that's something you guys have been seeing, 444, 1111. And 2, obviously, because we have a lot of 2s, that's indecisiveness. A decision must be made for a new reality to appear. Okay, now those of you who are not in relationships for September, last thing they need to know, communication and fast tracking coming in. Don't worry about the relationships for those of you. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Some of you are definitely feeling free and feeling grateful for singlehood. Okay, yeah, and happiness. So a lot of you are, yeah, there's definitely an emotional love blockage here. That's going to be majority of you who have chosen deck 2. Because I'm seeing it. It's heavy emotional energy needs to be released so that you can have this new chapter. Even for those of you who are single, doesn't have to be a relationship, but there is some heavy energetic energy that had in the past brought a lot of pain. And I do feel like some of you have come a long way in healing that. But overall, what they want you to know is to focus on manifesting your personal happiness and growth. That's going to bring you a lot of clarity. So in September, following what feels good to your heart and not what is convincing in your mind. Okay? If you guys chose deck number 2, don't forget to comment down below so I can get some words of encouragement and hope, and we can uplift each other and continue to do that throughout the year in the comment section. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to deck number 3. All right, if you guys chose deck number 3, this is your reading in what to expect for the month of September 2020. All right, energetically, blossoming abundance. See, this is definitely a deck, and I'm not just saying that because abundance came up. This was a deck that I was resonating with very heavily when I was shuffling. Anxiety, victory. So really what the anxiety is, not worrying, not stressing about the things that need to be done, like myself, making sure things are getting done, understanding that you already have the victory, whether you get done or you get, done with this project sooner or you get here later, it doesn't matter. The victories are already yours to claim. We have the 9 of Pentacles, lots of abundance and success. So some of you that have been working on projects, I do see that there is a lot of progress that's being made in the month of September. Lots of progress. It feels slow. I was saying that earlier, is that September feels really slow. So it's a perfect time to kind of prepare. King of Cups, to tune in, to be grateful. Queen of Cups, so we have a relationship on the board. We have abundance. This is like a lot of wish fulfillment in the month of September. A lot of good energy, lots of love I'm feeling. 9 of Pentacles. So some of you, that have been working on a project, waiting for someone to call you back for an interview. Some of these things that you guys are kind of anxious about, they're letting you know that in September, whether you get the call and it's not what you want or it is, that you're still going to have the victory. Every single decision that you have to make is going to lead you to where you need to be. So do not worry about making the wrong decisions or if something doesn't work out specifically the way that you've imagined or planned out. Remember, trust the universe, trust the divine, whatever you choose to believe. But I am seeing that if you guys are in a relationship, lots of love, lots of replenishment coming back to the relationship. Some of you guys may even be thinking about moving in together. Some of you may be thinking about buying a house and doing some more things together as a couple in general. More seriousness things that you guys may be talking about in September for those of you who are in a relationship. All right, Ace of Pentacles. So we have an offer, something tangible coming in. The Lovers. So lots of love and abundance in September and also lots of success. So yeah, I didn't even know this. This is the first time I'm seeing this deck, but feels good for the work to be paid off, right? So some of you guys are probably feeling the same exact way. We have Gemini energy on the board here. Lots of earth energy. So Virgo, happy birthday, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, lots of plans that have been made that are really, really anxious about them coming into fruition. Or some of you, it's about like when to release this because the world's going crazy and there's a lot going on energetically. And it's like, when do I release this project? And should I put this on postponement? Some of you guys were planning on getting married this year. There's a lot of you guys that have chose this deck. Some of you guys have planned to get married this year. And so I'm feeling like a lot of things were just on hold, but it is for a good reason. Lots of love here, lots of chemistry here. Now, if you guys are single and you're getting this reading, you're very, very close to attracting a counterpart or a soulmate. So this person is going to be the yin to the yang or the yang to the yin, whatever you prefer. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. So there is a need of new perspective. So now we have 2 aces on the board. Queen of Swords. I'm not sure if this is in the upright or not. The 6 of Swords. So lots of detachments. The more detachments, the more you can fly. The more free you are, the more free you become. Lots of you guys are cutting the strings to things in September. Lot more of a new clarity and insight that's coming in. Less competition. I feel like there's a lot of confidence coming in September. Lots of confidence. 8 of Wands, so fast movement. Movement, choices, and decisions. I feel like also what I'm getting for you, deck number 3, is that there is another decision that needs to be made, but it may appear to be the same decision from a different angle. Okay, because this movement, choices, and decisions is like there's so many things going on in your life. Let me just say that, deck number 3. Okay, we have the abundance and we have the career. We have the relationship that you're maintaining. For those of you in the relationship, those of you who are not, you're really seeking this relationship. This feels like a very deep soulmate connection. Lots of love, lots of chemistry. But both people are in tune. It's very beautiful when both people are individually happy. So some of you that are single in September, one thing to remember is when you see these couples together, or you see everyone starting to get ready for the holidays, and you may be feeling some type of way, just understand that your person is fine-tuning themselves, and it's very, very worth it because they're going to be the right fit for you, the right one for you. 9, solitude. So I am seeing some of you guys in September, you might be ducking, working out, staying away. Solitude September, kind of doing you, getting your energy back to where it needs to be, getting some clarity and some balance, focusing on your career. We have offers coming in, different projects, things you're cutting off. More insight for the future of what? The great severing. Yeah, the great severing. Whew, that sounds deep. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So a lot of you who are single or even in a relationship, it's working both ways. What you're learning is to be more open in the heart chakra, being more open to your emotions. That's why we have the cups here. Being more in tune with how you feel. Learning to be more vulnerable. Source. So there is going to be a very beautiful connection that you experience in the month of September with Source, higher self, divine, ordinariness, lots of pentacles. So now we have the 8, learning the skill set. So a lot of you who have been waiting to release projects or waiting for money to come in from something that you released or a job you started or a call that you're coming in, everything that you're learning right now is everything that you need to know for where you're going. So this patience and this process and this place that you've been in this year is for a necessary reason of establishing better beliefs around abundance, and then also learning more skill sets to get better promotions, to get jobs easier when you're interviewing. So take that how it resonates. The last thing is silence. This is a very beautiful card, but a very heavy spiritual card or soul card in the sense of really connecting, lots of connection. When you have that time, and if you don't, try to make the time to connect, okay? The best and the fastest way to connect with your higher self is in silence. The scariest place to be. It's unknown, there's no music, there's no TV, no barking, no car starting, just a place of silence. This will be the fastest place you connect. So I do see you guys connecting and really elevating in September. This is a big elevate. So congratulations for this. Some of you have been waiting for something to move, for the wheels to turn. Okay, who are you becoming? The unicorn. This is usually like the twin flame card with the 2 unicorns, but you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light and abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. Did I mention I resonated with this? Listen, if some of you guys are questioning your legendariness, September's the time to sever that doubt, sever the fears around it. Some of you are working towards being creators. I do see a lot of creative energy, lots of entrepreneurship energy, lots of heavy elevation in the sense of wanting to be a better person, experience a better life. You know that you're here to do something big. September knocks on the door. We also have Cat, independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So some of you guys in your solitude, and what you're here to also experience is to be like high off of life, not needing anything to kind of experience this highness of love and so much abundance around you, being able to see heaven on earth. These are like really big enlightening experiences that you're going to be having. Revelational. And it doesn't have to be something with trumpets and birds coming out. We already talked about this. But this solitude is like a peaceful place. So if you're still wrestling with like wanting to be in solitude and silence, the fastest way to connect with higher self, then it is almost like you're finding yourself. You're finding yourself. And I remember a dream that I had that I'm going to share with you guys, deck number 3, before my awakening experience, where I seen myself through a tunnel, and the reflection that I seen was some type of lion or a cat, looked just like this. It was a big lion. I'm assuming it was a lion. And as soon as I seen it, I ran from it. Went all the way through the dark tunnel just to find this reflection. And, later I found out that that was the reflection of myself, and molding myself by being open to that being me. That great person is me. There's no way. It's so great. I'm scared. So a lot of you guys are experiencing this, and also coming to terms with September being like a spiritual, soulful, and again, it doesn't have to be, it's not religious spirit, just simply following your heart, following the things that excite you. Now, overall energy, divine badass. Divine badass, so that's who you're becoming in September. Let's see if there's anything else you need to know before we get out of here. For the people who chose deck 3, obviously they're becoming a badass, they're legendary, they're pretty awesome people from what I'm getting. We have lovers at the bottom of the deck again, Gemini energy. What else do they need to know about September 2020? Strength in reverse, Leo energy. Remember when you're going when times get rough, okay? Remember where you're going. September may also come to you as a flash. You may see the future through September. You may get a glimpse of where you're supposed to be in September. So all of this stuff, if you feel like it's not happening and you're not in a place of abundance and you're nowhere near legendary, it's happening, okay? 6 of Wands, 26 on the clock. It's happening. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. So tune in and hone in with that in the month of September. Deck number 3, I'm hoping I gave you guys some clarity and some insight. It was pretty straight to the point. The conflict that you feel in any environment of your life, it's about dealing with it a little bit differently in September. It may appear to be some of the same issues, but from a different angle. So be aware of that as well. But most importantly, remember to connect through silence and solitude with your higher self and intuition. And don't forget that you're a badass, that you're legendary. September comes as a reminder. So don't forget to leave your comment and hashtag down below so I can get some words of feedback to you guys, so I can see what the hell's happening in September 2020. In the meantime, I'm moving on to deck number 4. All right, if you guys chose deck number 4, this is your reading and what to expect for the month of September 2020. Overall energy, we have a couple cards peeking out. Sagittarius energy on the board. Some of you, man, deck number 4. Don't worry. I'm going to wrap this up so that you guys understand what is going on, okay? So September 2020 energy, the sun, happiness. The 1 card is here. This is about a new beginning. So things are merging in your life currently for a new beginning. So anything that is in the way is going to get pushed out if we don't voluntarily move it, okay? So what's happening is everything, and I also am seeing that there is time to pause, okay? I must mention that. Some of you want to take a leap of faith. Some of you want to make these decisions, but it's not time to take the jump in September. So some of you who are looking to do something in September, it's not the time. I actually see the Hangman. We like to see the hangman as the pit stop, the spiritual pit stop. It's like when you have no other choice because you're hanging by your legs. That's why they call it the hangman. So with that, keeping in mind, we have already 3 spiritual cards on the board, 3 major arcana cards. Now the Fool card is in reverse. This tells me that it's not time to start this new journey. Okay? And some of you, you're not starting the new journey because you haven't embodied taking the leap of faith. We'll see which one it is. Energy is patience. 4th chakra, the heart chakra. Last card, the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. September, it has come time for an ending. Okay, it is very clear here. It is to free yourself. Some of you may even have an outer body experience in September where you see yourself in the situation and want to help yourself out of the situation. Okay, now let's get a little bit more insight on what this is, because deck number 4, this is definitely something that's being mirrored from a higher perspective. The things that are happening above are happening below. Above is your thoughts, your beliefs. They're starting to manifest, but not in a good way. So it's almost like you gotta turn the car around in September. Turn the car around and start driving towards your happiness and the sun, the light, okay? It is gonna take patience though. Look at this person walking. That's why I said drive. This person is walking. Let's see, what is deck 4 going through in September 2020? What are they going through in September? The Moon card, Pisces energy. 2 of Wands, decisions, endings, 10 of Wands. Something is ending in September. Some of you, it's ending because you voluntarily decided it's ending, and some of you, it's involuntarily and by the universe. Okay, kind of like when you get your car towed, it's like that wasn't voluntarily, they just came and got it. That's kind of like what I'm seeing in September 2020. And that's because some of you really do need help from a guidance perspective of the higher self. Your guidance of higher self, your spirit guides, universe, God, whatever you believe, has to step in September, has to. And so that's why it's not time to make any decisions. I'm feeling like the patience card is here to kind of keep you at a halt and to caution you. And this is not anything bad. I want you to know this is for the good. This is for, and anything that feels like it's falling apart or is really disastrous in September, I'm seeing that it is for the good. It is for you to release yourself, to free yourself from all of the things that are bringing you low vibrational energy. The time has come. We have Sagittarius energy on the board. The time has come. Okay. So 8 of Swords, freedom, an ending, a couple of endings. What else are they going through? Deck number 4 in September 2020. No more waiting. 3 of Wands. What are you waiting for? The cycle. The only thing that I'm seeing that you should wait for is a new beginning, okay? And I do see a new beginning in love for those of you who want to know. Some of this foundation is like the base chakra stuff. So it is the necessary needs. It is, independence financially. And even when I look at the board, we don't really have many cup cards here. 7 of Pentacles, that's patient. Again, just in case you were wondering, some of you have planted the seeds, patience. So what you're waiting for in September is why you're not making any decision is the cycle is not closed. Okay? You cannot start the new beginning in September. They're making that very clear here. We have the wheel here twice, representing karmic energy, karmic cycles, things that are on repeat that keep manifesting over and over and over again. And all of the things that you're going through as far as the base is setting a foundation for a new relationship to come in for some of you. Now, if you are already in a relationship, this would be a new beginning in love in your relationship. The Wheel card, 4 of Cups, this is about your fulfillment. Some of you guys are just not satisfied. You're just like, I don't even know where to start, is how you're feeling. But I do see new love coming in or a new flame in your relationship if you're in one. And if you're single, new love coming in, okay? Now, I'm feeling like there may be some flirting in September, but I'm not seeing anything serious. Yeah. Firm foundation. It's crazy. I was just talking about the base chakra. So yes, the red chakra. Okay, I am safe. I am protected. I am grounded. Those are some of the affirmations of the base chakra. Some of these beliefs need certainty, more faith and trust before you can start building on it. So they want you to have more of a firm foundation. Okay, how do you do that? The shadow. Shadow is very interesting. Okay, it is the dark version of ourself. It is the dark version, not in a spooky, scary way, but just simply the low frequency energy of ourself, whether it's anger, conflict, defeat, embarrassment, shame, guilt. Okay, our shadow self. Sometimes, if you think about it, we were afraid of our shadow when we were younger. So some of you, there is a little bit of fear of having to kind of go into these places in September and kind of deal with them. And it could be so many of the full moons that are happening and the phases and how things are just planetary aligned this year. I'm seeing that in the month of September, there is a lot of shadow work that you're doing. It's not bad. It's preparing you for the next month. And where are you going? Okay, we have these two cards. Trust the timing. So if you guys came to this pick a card and chose deck number 4, September, do not make any hasty or drastic decisions. They're being very precise there. Okay, trust the timing. Be patient while the cycle is still clearing out. Okay, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Some of you guys are in a hurry, but you're understanding that time is not running out. That's why the Hangman is here. You're not going to really have a choice in September, but to kind of sit down and deal with these things, okay? Another thing that I'm hearing for some of you guys, September, be very cautious of your health. Okay, I'm feeling like there is some type of, I don't even know when flu season is anymore because no one talks about it. But basically what I'm saying is that take care of your immune system, especially in September. I'm feeling that the foundation of just making sure you're taking your vitamins, building up that immune system, feeding your body the right food so it can get through the rest of the month, because I am seeing that the foundation is being shaken. And sometimes that can be physically as well. All right, so the master, that's who you're becoming. You're becoming the master of what? Your reality, the universe, creation. You're gonna see in this pit stop in September that you actually do have more control over your situation than you think, okay? You are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And sometimes we have to go through difficult things to know this. Difficult things to see such greatness within ourselves. September, it's your month to shine, but you're shining in a very still and peaceful way. You're not running. You're being patient and understanding that when the time is right, I will trust the timing. This is a lesson of trust in September. What else you're going through? Participation. Hangman, twice. Spiritual pit stop. That's what we were just saying here with the Hangman. It is for what? A new vision. Some of you are still seeing the wrong things in 2020. You need the 2020 lens to see the truth of what's really happening this year. Okay, what's really going on? What's really falling apart in your life so that things can fall into place? What really needs to be let go of because you're carrying it just like a rope and it's literally grinding into your hand. It is time to let it go. For what? A new vision, a new clarity. And when that time comes for you to let go based on your trust, that's what the patience is all about. Being patient with yourself in the process. It's going to be for the better. It's going to be for more love. More love. Much more love. True, unconditional love. Not love that's contingent with conditions. If you do this, I'll love you. That's not love. So you guys are learning a lot of different things in love, specifically also in September. And then we also have love who you are. Fiona. Love who you are. So much deep stuff here. Definitely getting Pisces energy, lots of water vibes, but obviously Sagittarius, okay? Hawk and messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Now remember, the more that's attached to you, the less higher you can fly. So I'm going to leave that there. And if you guys chose deck number 4, I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. There were a lot of different energies that came through today, but I want to encourage you in the message section and also inspire everyone to comment back and bring a space of love and light in the comment section while just getting through the rest of this year. So if you can and you chose deck number 4, I'm hoping this gave you some insight to September. Come back, let me know what you think about that. Some things are closing out. I'm feeling like the next month is going to be a lot more clear and clarity as to why things are happening. So we're almost working in a sense backwards. So stay tuned for the next pick a card reading. In the meantime, love and light to you guys.